Okay, cool.
Okay.
All right, I settled my way down, and now I'm down in here.
Okay.
And come down here. I'm assuming you're staying with us, Merus?
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, because you're off a tabletop. Because obviously you turned off your computer.
What's next?
That's not
I'm
how I
going to
described it.
I'm going to activate the gem of seeing at this
Okay.
and give myself true sight.
And looking at the door, you're able to detect with your gem of true seeing a powerful abjuration magic placed on the door. Seeing it, you're pretty sure the door will open if you use Dispel Magic or Remove Curse in order to remove the abjuration keeping it shut. No amount of force will get through it.
I do not have that spell prepared.
Let me see.
I have
Neither
that
of
spell
us.
prepared.
You have remove curse?
I believe I have Dispel Magic. Let me just get my character sheet back up.
I have remove curse, by the way. I do not appear to have dispel magic, but I have remove curse.
No, I do not. I do not have Dispel Magic.
How are we
Okay.
doing on? How you doing on slots?
I have one level 2 slot left. I have 2 level 3 slots left. And that's all I've used.
Okay. Yeah, no, I'd say yeah. Throw a dispel.
Remove
Throw a
curse.
dispel magic or curse on that. And
Okay, remove curse on the door.
And you remove the abjuration that prevents the door from being opened.
all right.
Oh, and by the way, I do actually have one casting of True Seeing that I am keeping in reserve. So we have
Sure.
a little bit of leeway. So
Cool.
since it's a level 6 spell.
Yeah, no joke. I'll go ahead and open the door.
Okay, and you see a hallway beyond that goes about 30 feet and then turns to the right.
All right, my torch vanished somewhere back there, so I'm gonna have to get another one set up here.
It probably burned out. You know how these things go.
What's next?
And then we're gonna go through the door as soon as I light my torch again.
Okay.
There it is, right there. There's my torch.
Oh,
shrunk-
you've shrunk yourself.
Yeah,
You're now smaller than the gnome.
It happens.
it's fine. It's fine. Yeah, gonna start heading to the door. It looks like, and peek around the corner.
Looking around the corner, the hallway ends in a heavy oak door.
A heavy oak door down here.
Fun.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Oh, so that's 50 feet. You're gonna have to get a little closer to open it with your,
My mage hand.
Yep.
All right, I'm gonna get. Oop,
Ah,
sorry, I didn't mean to pick you up. I'm going to walk over here, and I'm going to try to use my mage hand to open the door from 30 feet away.
You open the door and you look into a cluttered laboratory and you see a large vat in the center of the room.
Ooh. Go ahead, guys. Feel free to take the lead. Door's
I guess
open.
I'll go
Okay.
step through the door.
Okay.
I have something also that I want to try. Here in a minute.
Let me describe this room first.
Okay.
All of the walls are lined with shelves, and upon these are old jars filled with dusts and impotent ingredients of all sorts. There's a large desk and stool, 2 workbenches, and 2 mummy preparation tables. Clay pots and urns on these tables and the floor obviously once contained unguents, ointments, oils, perfumes, and the like. Linen wrappings are in rolls or strewn about. Dried herbs of unidentifiable nature, bones, skulls, and the like litter the workbenches. In the south part of the room are 3 vats of about 7 feet in diameter and 4 feet in depth that contain murky liquids. The vats are affixed to the floor and too heavy to move.
Cool.
Okay. So, go in, step into the room, kind of just take stock of the room.
Okay? There is a
Maybe start,
passage
stop,
in the
roll
southern corner of the room.
Down here? Okay. Call that up to the others.
All right, I'm gonna step inside myself.
Okay.
I'm gonna go around the outside of the room toward it.
Is the passage like just open? Can it just be looked into?
Yes.
Okay.
And I will do so.
And you look into it. It heads forward about 20 feet, then turns to the left, and you see some stairs leading down.
Deeper and deeper we go.
What do you? All right.
Well, I mean, we could take a look around here first before just identifying where our exits are.
Can I tell what is in each of the cauldrons or the urns or whatever? You said these were cauldrons, right?
They're large vats.
Oh, large vats. All right. Am I able to identify the liquid from sight or smell?
Which one are you looking into?
The leftmost one first. The westmost one, rather.
Looking into it, it holds only dirty water.
Okay. I'll check the middle one next.
The next one holds some kind of liquid that is not immediately identifiable to you. But in the bottom of the vat, you see one half of a golden key.
Ooh.
Let's see.
Then I'll peek into the eastmost one.
Cool, roll initiative.
I knew that was coming.
Total initiative is...
Let's go ahead and write it like you did the first time. That worked out pretty well, all things considered.
Okay. It'll be 13 for Uxryia.
My initiative is
18. All right. Then we have a 13.
Yeah, 13 for Uxryia.
The bad guy X on a 15.
All right.
You guys can write that in.
The E stands for evil.
Got it. I thought it stood for enemy, but that's fine too.
So did I.
And what is Merus? Where is he at?
I was just hoping that you make some little space down there so that I can write my 1.
oh,
Cleric slot.
You mean paladin?
Treble is surprised. And then the grayish substance inside the vat gets to go.
Yeah, are we really surprised at this point?
Yes. And Uxryia, you're looking down into the vat, yes?
Yep, I'm the one who looked into it.
Perfect. I have a 22 to hit.
It hits me.
It's going to be 9 points of bludgeoning damage, plus 2 points of acid damage, as a pseudopod forms on the surface of this grayish substance and lashes out at you. And that's going to bring us to... Uxryia is surprised, McDohl is surprised, Merus is surprised. Brings us back to Treble.
All right, I'm gonna cast a spell at it.
Okay.
I'm going to hit it with a. Well, it did acid damage, so acid splash is probably not going to work. So I'm just going to hit with a firebolt.
Okay.
Okay, so that's not a hand. That is a 15 to hit.
15 will hit.
Okay. Let me see what the damage is on firebolt. It's what I know. It goes up after so many long. So let me see. Firebolt
Scales up at 5 and 11, I think. So yeah, you should have.
Right.
Yeah,
should be on the
so-
third tier of it.
Firebolt is 3d10 at 11th level.
Cantrips are so good.
Yep.
one.
Not mine. I've got prestidigitation. I guess I've also got mage hand, which is proven valuable.
All right. That's 4/4, so that's 12 points of fire damage.
Okay. You launch a firebolt into the vat, and the thing sputters and retreats for a moment, but it does not stop moving. Are you moving or staying put?
I'm pretty safe over here, so I'm good. Thank you.
All right, I'm going to slap Uxryia again.
Okay, this will probably kill me.
Ooh. I have a 7 to hit you.
Doesn't hit.
Another pseudopod lashes out up at you, but this time you're expecting it, and you dodge to the side.
Cool.
It's going to bring us to Uxryia.
My turn. I'm gonna disengage.
Okay. Now you have to use your action to disengage, but you're a rogue, which means you can do it as a bonus action.
Yep.
So you can back
Alright.
off, and then you can still have an action.
I could still attack. Okay. All right. I still get a sneak attack because Merus is still adjacent to it.
Merus is 10 feet away from it. These are 10-foot
Oh,
squares.
he is. Oh, dang. Well, I guess I'll just take a weak shot at it.
The other thing you could do is you could hold an action for when one of your allies gets close in.
Mm-hmm.
The way that works is you can ready an action, you tell me what the action is and what the trigger is, and then when the trigger happens, you use your reaction to take the readied action instead.
On second thought, I am going to use one of my spells.
Okay?
I'm going to use a prayer of healing on myself and my allies.
It's weird that an arcane
Prayer of
trickster has
healing.
that, but that's fine.
I stole it from a cleric list.
Mm-hmm.
Prayer of Healing actually takes 10 minutes to cast.
Okay, well, I'll start casting it.
Okay. That's going to bring us to McDohl.
Let's go ahead and throw a firebolt at this thing.
Okay. I am giving it an AC bonus because it has partial cover because it's inside this vat.
That's fair.
It also has a really gross low AC, so...
I mean,
Actually,
it's already eroded our power.
It's already eroded your strength, right? Yeah.
no, I'm gonna make that a first level chromatic orb instead.
Okay.
I'm gonna roll to hit it. A 7 to this. 24 to hit.
That hits.
You're looking at some fire damage here. Yuck. 7 fire damage.
7 fire damage. Okay. And are you moving or staying put?
I'm staying put. I'm happy where I'm at.
It's going to bring us to Merus.
Oh, did you want me to? I'm not exactly sure how the wild magic thing happens, but it says your DM may have you do it. That's how the class feature works.
And I may have you at some point.
Okay.
Merus, you're up.
All right. I think I'm going to cast Moonbeam,
Okay.
which is my it's one of my domain things. Second level spell. So that will be centered within the vat.
Okay. What's the radius on it?
So it is 5 foot.
5 foot. So you don't want to be standing this close to the vat. You probably want to step away from it.
Yeah, I'll take a smart step back.
Okay.
Yeah, so it's 5 foot in the vat, when creatures, not just enemies, enter it or start their turn there, cool stuff happens.
Yep. We're very familiar with Moonbeam, he said with gritted teeth. It's going to bring us back to Treble.
Well, firebolt.
Okay.
Okay, so that is a 13 to hit.
13 will hit.
Okay, like you said, stupid gross AC.
It's pretty bad.
All right, that is 22 fire damage.
22. Very good. And are you moving or staying put?
I'm fine where I'm at.
And what kind of saving throw am I making against the Moonbeam?
That is con.
I have an 18 on the con save. So what is your spell save DC?
Give me a second.
So that's-
Yeah, that will be enough.
That's enough to save? So what happens on a successful
Yep.
save?
It takes half.
Half damage? Alright, so go ahead and roll the damage and we'll cut it in half.
Where's the d10s?
There's 3 red ones down there. Are these green ones? Yeah.
Okay, that is 11 points of radiant damage, so half that.
Alright. And the gray mass sputters and slides out of the vat, splatters on the floor. And it's really gross, but it moves no more.
Yay!
Is there the other half of the key in there?
Looking inside the vat, you do indeed see one half of a golden key.
So I'm gonna just reach down and grab that.
You now have one half of a golden key.
Now, who wants to stick their hand in the other one? You know what? Actually, no.
I'll stick a mage hand down in there after I'm done casting this spell in 10 minutes.
Actually,
Do we
Yeah.
You
want
guys want to gather around? Because I can hit up to 6 targets with this.
Sure.
Yeah, I'm
Do
gonna
we want to
that.
just take a short rest?
Go ahead and resolve the prayer of healing first, and then you guys can decide if you want to take a short rest.
Okay, so it's 2d8 plus my intelligence, which is plus 2, I believe. No, I've got plus 4 intelligence. Neat. All right, so 2d8, and it'll be 21 healing to everyone.
Okay? And yeah, if you want to
pretty
spend
good.
an hour in this room, you can take a short rest.
I don't. A short rest would not help me very much.
Famously,
Yeah,
there
nor
are no
I.
random or wandering encounters in the Tomb of Horrors.
Okay. Yeah, I don't really gain much back on a short rest either, so.
I'm not sure what a short rest entails or what we get out of it.
You can spend
as
hit
a
dice on a short rest to replenish some hit points, and some classes restore class features on a short rest.
rogues,
Oh,
not so much.
Yeah.
You wouldn't get much benefit out of
Fighters, warlocks, and monks really like the short rests.
it.
Yep.
Yep. Okay, so my is 68. That put me exactly to my max hit points. Thank you.
Yep,
You're welcome.
I'm looking very hale and hearty. So
I-
guess we can
I'm
continue.
I'm still pretty bad, but I'm alive at least. Okay, so I'm going to cast Mage Hand to try to pull the key out of the middle.
Okay?
So the Mage Hand successfully pulls the key out of it.
That's probably less horrifying than my idea, because my idea was to summon Mephits and make them get it.
It does not. When you put the mage hand inside the water, the mage hand vanishes. Or inside the liquid, rather.
Okay, well I'm not putting my hand in that.
Oh, okay. Well, then I'm going to
God.
cast Conjure Minor Elementals,
Okay?
and I'm going to summon 8. Let's see. Hold on.
Cows?
No, Mephits. Steam Mephits.
Okay.
And I'm going to command one of the Mephits to go in there and get the key.
And they'll follow any commands, right?
Yes, it says there are. Well, hold on. Let me verify it.
Yeah, I'm reading it.
Okay.
They're friendly to you and your companions. They obey any verbal commands you issue to them. So yeah, you can command them to kill themselves if you want.
Okay. So everybody back up because they explode when they die. So back up, everybody.
Treble just knows that from other sources.
And we're using Steam Mephits?
Yes. Yeah. Challenge rating 1/4.
They have more hit points than I thought.
Yep. So I'm just going to tell it to go down there into the substance and grab the key and get out as quick as possible. That's his goal.
Alright. Roll percentile dice.
All right. So I always like rolling percentile dice because it's like you never know whether it's good or bad. So that is a 78.
So the Mephit attempts to go into the acid and take the key. However, it does not manage to take it out, and it takes 1 point of acid damage. Would you like to keep trying?
Yes, I have 6 Mephits.
I thought you had 8.
8 Mephits. Yes.
Well, do you have 6 or 8?
8.
Okay.
8 Mephits. Yeah, 8 Mephits.
All right, roll percentile.
All right. That is a 51.
And the Mephit again reaches in and tries to grope for the key, and fails
All
and
right.
takes 5 points of acid damage.
That is a 1.
That's a 1?
Yeah.
And on the third attempt, the Mephit takes a further 6 points of acid damage. But this
So
time,
that's-
he comes up with half of a golden key.
Nice.
Well, that worked a lot better than I was expecting.
The
Alright,
reach
we're not
in
playing
and grope
Planescape.
method, the reach in and grope for it technique has only a 1% cumulative chance per round of being successful.
Wow.
You
The
have,
fact that he rolled a 1 is amazing.
yeah, very
Pretty
good.
significant. Yes.
You
That's
have-
why I like rolling percentile dice, because you never know whether rolling high or low is good.
Oh, I always go under the percent. If you have a 1% chance, so the third attempt you had a 3% chance. You have 2 halves of a golden key.
Okay.
Excellent.
Which
Does
half
someone
is
have
which?
a mend item?
Do I know mending?
I don't have the mending cantrip.
Is mending a?
It's a cantrip.
Mending is a cantrip. Yes.
Hold on. I accidentally
Treble,
closed
you
my
have-
character sheet.
8 steam Mephits. 7 of them have 21 hit points, and 1 of them has 9 remaining.
Okay. Well,
And that
you
one
guys-
is very, very upset at you because you made it dive into acid 3 times.
Right. Now I'm going to make it go down into this gas or fog, whatever the hell it is.
Go, damaged Mephit. Go and see what happens.
This is what
Treble.
we've reached the point of Tomb of Horrors where they've realized that summoning magic is how you beat the Tomb of Horrors. So, who has the 2 halves of the golden key? Let's start there.
A treble has both halves.
Yeah, I have them. I'll
Okay.
cast mending on it because after I test the I want to use the Mephits first.
Okay. How long do you have Mephits? Like, how long does the spell last?
Up to an hour.
Okay. And what do you command the Mephit to do when you get back to this hallway?
To go down into the fog, the misty stuff.
All
Go to
right.
the end of the hall and then.
Why don't you give me a Constitution saving throw for that Mephit?
Oh, okay. There's so many dice on the table. I don't. There we go.
I'm
We're
really
back.
glad we're not playing Planescape.
This Constitution. It's a 14.
A 14. You send the Mephit down into the gas, and it starts screaming, "Aye!" And it flies back up the stairs, and past all of you, and through the secret door, and down into the room with the vats. And when it gets into the room with the vats, it has no idea what to do, and it starts bouncing off the walls. And it does that for about a minute, before it slowly calms down, and the other 7 Mephits laugh at it.
Okay. I start sending the Mephits down one by one to see if this is replicable.
Make a Constitution saving throw for each one you're sending down.
Just gonna send one down first.
Well, you've already sent one down. That's what happened.
I know I'm sending another down.
Okay.
So that's a 16.
16. The second Mephit goes down and reports that it made it to the end of the hallway. There's a door on the left-hand side,
Okay.
and returns.
I'm gonna send the third Mephit down, and you think it's gas? Is it gas, you guys?
Looks
Or
like
do you think it's just?
like a thick fog.
I think we have like scarecrow toxin going on. I'm gonna send the third Mephit down and tell it to hold its breath.
Okay.
Just kind of stand in the middle there until it can't hold its breath no more, and we're gonna watch it.
I don't really think they have to breathe. It's a steam Mephit.
That's a good. Well, I don't know. It doesn't say. That's not something that's usually in.
It actually is. Okay, so you send the steam. You just hold its breath as long as it can.
Uh-huh.
And after about 40 seconds, you hear. Now you have to roll a Constitution saving throw.
That's an 18.
An 18, and then it returns, and it's out of breath, which is weird because it's made of steam.
Right.
So
Okay.
I think so that was actually very informative because I think we can hold our breath for long enough to get through said door.
All right. So we now have two options. We can go this way, or we can go down these stairs over here. We have a golden key that, oh, by the way, I cast Mending on.
Not even necessary. Once you put the two pieces of the key together, they join miraculously, and you now have capitalized and italicized the first key.
Fun.
That's
I'm so happy. You can't even imagine.
almost
Okay.
4 hours into the session. We got a key.
We got
What's
the
next?
first key, guys.
All right. So, which way do y'all want to go? This way or this way? Which
How
one?
about we split up and check both? No, I'm joking.
It's a good idea.
I think what we do is we should go down the stairs that down here that we know are not
Are not cloudy?
danger- Yeah.
I'm for
Okay.
it.
I have my Mephits following me.
Okay. You head down the stairs, and the pathway turns off to the left.
Stairs. Peek around the corner.
And peeking around the corner, you see a long hallway, including what the book describes as a huge pit filled with spikes.
Okay.
10
How
A
nice
10
of this
foot
pit to
deep.
actually be open for us.
A 10-foot deep, empty pit completely fills the passageway and extends so far as to make jumping across impossible for most creatures.
I mean, we got a guy who can jump 20 feet, but
In place.
in plate, yeah.
Yeah, that's pretty good. Tell you what. Who's the next strongest after Merus? It's not me.
I have an
Um,
8 strength.
I also
10.
have 8 strength, so it's you.
Oh, it is me. Okay, so I think what we do is we tie a rope around Merus's waist, and then he attempts to make the jump across. And if not, we can like hammer spikes and make a little makeshift rope bridge to get across this pit.
We could. You think we could also climb down and walk across the bottom?
Looks
That
pretty safe. Just a 10-foot
Strikes
deep
me
pit.
actually as a bad idea because that's pretty obvious.
Yeah.
Got me
You want-
second guessing myself, Brick Road. Good job.
You want me to throw something into the pit to see what happens?
Mm,
Do we still have those spears?
Yeah, I actually picked those up.
I think what we should do is lower Uxryia down into the
Why me?
because you have the highest passive perception.
Unfair.
It
I'm also like the lowest health.
life is not fair.
We can
Suck it
fix
up,
that.
Buttercup.
Okay, fine. I do see your point. I am the most perceptive.
I also died today, so hush.
That's true.
He did
I've-
die today.
What is
I've
that?
still got
Just
I've still got second level spells.
insert Christopher Lloyd. I got frozen today.
So we're sending Uxryia across the huge pit.
Yes,
Well,
on the bottom. They're
they're
going to lower
trying
him.
to-
You
They're thinking of lowering me down first.
Okay, you can climb down safely to the floor of the pit and start
Okay.
doing what?
Look-
Right now, I'm just looking around.
Okay, and you look
See if I
around,
see.
and it's a huge pit.
Wow. Well, I'm gonna do what I always do and start running my hands along the walls.
Which wall, north or south?
The north one first.
Hey, and you're walking forward?
Yep.
As you get to the last 5 feet of the pit, just before you can climb back up, you notice a pressure plate set in the floor the entire width of the pit.
Oh, because I'm going along the wall. Okay.
Do you have like 60 pounds of stone in your bag of holding that you have for some reason?
We've already
No,
established that we don't.
No.
We already established we do
We
not
have
have
6,000
several-
pounds of climbing spikes instead.
Can you
Oh.
prod it with a 10-foot pole and see what it triggers when you hit it?
Someone could if they had more strength.
Shall
already-
we get Uxryia out of the pit first before we do
Yeah,
this?
let's get the because I have an idea.
Okay,
From this
I'm
side
out
of the pit, you cannot reach the pressure plate
Yeah.
with a
Uh,
10-foot pole.
what I'm going to do is I'm going to tell all of my Mephits to go down there and land on the
All 8 of...
all 8 of them. Yes, just go sit on the pressure plate.
Holy shit, dude. Alright. Let me get...
I think
I
this pretty much cements the fact that I should not be given conjuration spells, for I am not responsible with them.
I like how you only started to do like experiments with live creatures after you found the lab.
Listen, Mephits are assholes.
Fair,
All right.
but they're friendly
Treble,
to
you
us.
need to keep track of this because I don't want to keep track of this. Right now, one Mephit has 9 hit points and the rest have 21. Are you ready?
Yes.
Mephit number 1
hmm
takes 17 points of piercing damage.
Okay, he's
He explodes.
How big is the explosion?
5 feet.
Oh, good.
But they're,
I'm
the
sorry.
rest of them are all immune to fire, so they're not going to hurt each other with their death burst, which is pretty funny. Mephit number 2 takes 18 points of piercing damage. Number 3 takes 17 points. Number 4 takes 15 points. Number 5 takes 10 points. Number 6 takes 8 points. Number 7 takes 10 points. Number 8 takes 3 points. As you command the Mephits go down, and they place weight on the pressure plate, and spikes shoot up through the floor of the pit, piercing all of them badly.
Now,
One of them explodes.
when you say they shoot up out of, like, holes in the ground,
They sure
or
did.
they like, or the hole, or the spikes that were already there shoot up.
There were no spikes there.
Oh, okay. All right. Well,
Until you
going
step
to-
on the pressure plate, and then they shoot up out of the floor.
do they retract?
Yes.
Oh, okay. Well, at least we know what happens. I'm going to dismiss the Mephits.
They leave, cursing your name.
Again,
can't-
good
I
thing
can't-
this isn't Planescape.
I
So
can't.
I think we're back. I think we're still back to that plan of have our 20 strength person jump across, and we create a rope bridge.
All right, hold on.
I don't like what happens if I can't make the jump.
But
What's-
we've already established you can make the jump.
I vaguely remember a description saying that it is impossible to jump across.
No,
For,
for most people.
Jumping
And
across is impossible for most creatures.
Okay. So, do I think I can make the jump?
Do you?
It's a 20-foot wide pit.
Well, I'm happy to make an athletics if I need to catch myself on the edge.
What's your strength score?
It's 20.
Hey, if you get a run-up, you can jump 20 feet.
Alright. Everyone, get out of the way. Out of the way.
Dole, what spells do you have?
I have
I'll just
a
look
lot
at
of
your...
attack magic.
Yeah, because you're a freaking sorcerer.
Yeah.
Uh,
I'm waiting for the
Cast
time when I
creation.
run this dungeon and everybody just brings in wizards. That's what I'm waiting for.
I like being a rogue. This has turned out like a pretty good experience for me.
no, you need like 3 wizards and a rogue.
So what are you doing with creation?
I was like, that's the only like non-combat-ish spell I have.
Oh, okay.
What does creation do?
Great stuff.
I make stuff. Yeah, you make stuff.
Can you make a ladder? We just Death Stranding it and like lean it and climb up the ladder for the last 5 feet?
This is a very good question.
So creation can't create anything larger than a 5-foot cube.
Yeah.
And the object must be of a form and material you've seen before.
Yeah.
Okay.
So make it 5-foot ramp.
All right. This is what you do. No, never mind.
I think it's what I do is we stick to the initial plan of Merus jumps across, I throw a rope to him. We create a rope bridge.
Yeah. Okay.
All right, Merus, you can jump across.
Alright.
And with your 20 strength, you are indeed able to jump across a 20-foot wide pit. And you land safely on the other side.
Throw the rope to him. Throw the rope to him, and we'll
Okay.
spike it, just like that one scene in Final Fantasy V.
I thought you tied the rope to me.
Yeah.
Sure, why not?
Yeah, I'll spike the rope on this side, that way we have a rope running across
Yeah.
the length of the pit.
We're doing this Final Fantasy V style.
I'll throw a rope back so that we can get a little bit of stability.
Okay?
Yeah, sure.
Going to require an acrobatics check to walk across this rope safely.
I'm so glad I jumped it. My acrobatics is 0.
I have a +2 to acrobatics.
I've got +5.
You're going to require a DC 12 acrobatics check to get across safely.
I like my odds. And yeah, 16 plus 5. I've got 21 acrobatics, so I can tightrope walk across.
Uxryia walks across on his hands.
Okay, so Treble,
Uh-huh.
if you can attempt this, and I can maybe fix it if you roll high enough.
I just cast Misty Step and
There you
teleport
go.
to the other side
That'll
of
do
the
it.
thing.
All right then. I guess that leaves it just me to actually make the skill check.
I made the skill check.
That was my last level 3 spell slot.
I only have 2. I only have +2 to this roll,
I'm so happy you used it on
but I
me.
make it.
Oh, good.
And on the other side is a long 80 or 90 foot hallway that ends in a dead end.
Cool.
Okay,
I'm
so
glad we
don't-
went through all of that to come to a dead end.
So we don't know where the horrifying pit traps are in this one. I think Brick is picking up that I'm just assuming there are pit traps. It's a long corridor in Tomb of Horrors. Obviously, there are pit traps.
Why are
Well,
you
it-
moving me there?
Not necessarily.
Oh, I thought
You
that was
monster.
me. I thought that was me. Sorry.
You monster.
Listen, if I recall correctly, this is like you listen to this door and it, like you hear sounds of like merriment and stuff, and then when you open it, you get pushed in and like dropped into lava. So that's like the worst pit trap in the thing, and it's the best.
I guess at this point we just start prodding every 10-foot square with
With our 10-foot.
with the 10-foot.
Do you
poles,
do
yeah.
you think we should take a long rest and get our spell slots back? There
I haven't
are
spent that
no.
many spells.
I have spent all my utility spells on you assholes to keep you alive. I'm running out.
I still have quite a few.
You don't have utility spells.
I have invisibility and mirror image.
I tell you what, if you guys want to continue without the utility spells that I have at hand, you can continue to go.
All right.
Well, it sounds like there's a nice party up ahead. We could spend the night there.
So what's
I
next?
think we prod. That's what I think is next.
All right, Merus, you want to take your 10-foot pole and start prodding squares? Start rolling strength
Alright.
checks.
It sounds good.
All right, let's start getting strength checks.
All right.
All right.
So
Use
what
that
I'm gonna do is I'm gonna
D20.
put Merus on the square here, checking ahead.
Okay, that's an 8. I think it's fine, guys.
Put your shoulder into it, and no, there doesn't seem to be a trapdoor here. As hard as you
I'll
press,
step ahead.
you step ahead.
All right, Merus, next.
Wow, 10.
10. You put your shoulder into it, and you push down, and nothing opens.
Step ahead to the next 10 feet.
And you step ahead.
Merus.
Alright, I'm getting a hang of this. 19.
19. You put your shoulder into it, and you push down as hard as you can, and it doesn't open.
Step ahead. Merus.
Let me know
Wait.
when they're like 20 feet from the dead end.
Okay. Well,
20,
you'll be able to see.
22.
Uxryia, when you come up behind them, you notice at the spot where Merus is standing, there's a secret door in the northern wall.
Merus, there's a secret door in the northern wall there. Do you guys want to back up and I'll try to mage hand it open?
Sure.
All right, I mage hand to try to attempt the secret door.
And behind it is a 10-foot by 10-foot room, on the other side of which is another large oaken door.
Ooh. All right. I'll mage hand through there and open the oaken door. Or attempt to, anyway. And
I
take
was-
a look inside.
I'm a little disappointed. I was hoping another spear would shoot out.
Well, that's why
Looking into the room
like,
beyond, the room appears to be filled with funerary offerings and furniture. There are 4 rotting sofas, a couple of throne-like chairs, and a jumble of stands, small tables, and vases and urns that are all dented, chipped, and broken. Only the rather plain tapestries hanging on the east and west walls appear to have been spared a rough looting. Amid the general havoc and scattered are scattered several trunks and a large number of coffers. So there's tapestries hanging on this wall, and there's a door in the northeast corner.
Okay, well, I'll let everyone know what I found. And I'll let you guys go ahead and take a look inside.
I'll walk in.
Okay, roll initiative.
Yep. Sounds about right.
Sorry, I was just going. Damn, I was gonna use Divine Sense before you walked in, but too late.
All right,
Go ahead
so
and write your initiative over there.
it's a 24 for Uxryia.
Let's see. 9 for Treble.
19 for me.
And where's Treble going? Oh, Treble's writing his at the bottom. All right, so Uxryia, you're up first.
I don't see any obvious threats.
The couch is a mimic.
It could be.
My bets are on the tapestries being mimics.
Possible. All right, I'm going to shoot an arrow into this tapestry,
And you do that.
into the middle of it.
The tapestries depict weed-grown rocks and green and golden tan scenes of undersea life.
And now it has an arrow in the middle of it. That
Now
was
there's
my
an
turn.
arrow poking in the middle of it. It's going to bring us to Merus.
Okay, I will use Divine Sense.
Okay?
Any Celestials within 60 feet of me?
No.
Any undead?
No.
How about fiends?
No.
Okay, good turn.
Moving or staying put.
You are still like way out in the hallway over here.
Yeah, okay, I'm gonna move up a little bit.
Okay. And still, no celestial fiends or undead. McDohl.
Did we lose him?
No, I'm here. I'm just thinking of what I should be doing in this situation.
Well, the Eastern Tapestry did not respond at all to my arrow.
I haven't. Like, hey, you're a sorcerer. ABF.
I mean, you're right. Yeah, you're right.
Just
See, I'm gonna step back in
Okay.
the hallway,
Okay.
and I'm gonna lob a fireball
Okay.
Oh yeah,
in there.
It's the furniture.
As long as it doesn't hit me, it won't, right?
Yeah, I'm gonna position it to basically where I'm kind of getting basically the northwest, like half of this room.
Okay, so around here. Cool.
Yeah, it's like a 20-foot radius.
Oh yeah, and these blocks are 10 foot each. Okay, cool.
Yeah, so
So it'll definitely hit this tapestry, but not the one that I shot with an arrow.
Is that the intent?
yeah, I'm gonna just lob a big old burst like centered in there.
And what's the radius on Fireball? It's 20-foot radius, isn't it?
20-foot radius. Yeah.
that means it's a 40-foot circle.
Yeah, that pretty much
Yep.
blows up the whole room. Is that your intent?
It's not
Basically,
the
yeah.
entire room, just this corner of it. Right?
Basically the north.
Oh no, it's a 20-foot radius.
Yeah, it's a 20-foot radius,
Yeah.
so any fireball you place in here is going to blow up pretty much the entire room. Is that your intention?
Yeah, I'll blow up. Yeah, I'll blow up the whole room.
All right.
You're gonna singe my eyebrows too.
You do indeed blow up the whole room, and the whole jumble of stands, small tables, vases, and urns that are dented, chipped, and broken are now burning and on fire. As well, the entire western tapestry goes completely up in flame, transforms into a huge patch of brown mold, which feeds off of the intense warmth of the room, and now every square inch of the floor and walls and ceiling and door and all of the debris and detritus in this room are covered in brown mold.
I'm gonna go ahead and pull the door shut.
Okay?
I'm gonna turn to the others and say, "I think we're done there."
It's going to bring us to Treble.
Hold on, I need to parse this for a second.
Vorpal's in chat. He says this is a good room. He knows.
Oh, okay.
I have another spell for this, but it's going to require coordination on our part.
I'm going to.
I'm not sure the door can technically be closed at this point. You're a little too far away from it.
No, I close and then I step back.
Actually, yeah, you're going to take damage. You're going to sustain damage. I need a Constitution saving throw, please.
Oh, boo.
For me too?
No, just him, because he's closing the door.
Oh.
That's a 3.
Contact with the incredibly frigid brown mold that completely covers both sides of this door causes 11 points of cold damage.
Ow. Alright.
Also, are you holding a torch?
Yeah.
Yeah, he was the
All
one
right.
holding the torch.
Uxryia, I need a Constitution saving throw from you as well.
Cool, thanks.
Yeah, don't thank me. Thank McDohl. He did it.
No, that's who I'm thinking. All right.
I
so
rolled
my-
real low for McDohl's damage. Let's see if I can do better for Uxryia.
That's only 8.
Only 8. Ooh, this is much better.
I do still have evasion.
27 points. It doesn't.
Nope.
27 points of cold damage as the brown mold leaps through the pane of the door as McDohl closes it, coats his torch, and also begins coating a 10 by 10 patch of floor where Uxryia is currently standing.
Great. Cool.
McDohl, if you don't snuff this torch using your next action, but the door does successfully close. We'll come off initiative now. McDohl, in the next 2 seconds, do you douse this torch?
Yes.
That is a good decision. You do that. Uxryia, are you going to continue standing in the patch of brown mold?
Absolutely not.
All right, then you're just looking this. So this whole square is brown mold. The whole door is brown mold, and every single surface of the room inside, including all of the materials and the other door in there, are also coated in brown mold. Thanks for the fireball. That was awesome.
Okay. So like I said, I have a spell for this,
Okay.
but it's going to require opening the door.
Anybody who attempts to open this door is going to sustain damage.
It's a good
Okay.
thing I can send mage hands to do it.
Yes, that is a good thing.
Also, I have protection from energy. So if you want protection from cold, I can do that.
like.
So does anyone know about brown mold? And, like, does anybody know, like...
Yeah,
What
brown
is
mold
it
does a
got that have
shitload of cold damage, and it feeds off of warmth and fire, so you can't burn it away.
Pretty
I'm going to like if I can like are we out of initiative? Do we have
Yes, we're out of initiative order right now.
Okay. I'm going to move back towards the edge of this pit
Yeah,
and start casting Prayer of Healing
it's a
again.
good idea.
Okay.
While he's doing okay, so let me think. Brown mold.
So if it doesn't like fire, if it eats fire, then maybe it like would hate ice.
I think cold damage destroys it instantly.
Oops.
Because I have an ice storm spell.
Try this.
Do you have cone of cold?
I do not,
Yeah, I don't have.
but
Cone
I
of
do have
Cold.
ice storm.
The only ice spell I have is Ray of Frost.
After 10 minutes, I can cast my my Prayer of Healing, and it will heal 14.
I want to go on one of the D&D subreddits and be like, yeah, my players cast Fireball at the brown mold room.
You're welcome, Brickhood. So what I'm gonna do is, I think what we do is you mage hand that door open from back here,
Okay.
and then right as you do that, like back here, and then I throw my ice storm
Into the
centered
room.
centered same place that I threw the fireball, so it should completely fuck up that all that brown mold.
You
Alternately, it makes things
assume.
worse. And we're really, and honestly, we're still in the same boat either way. So
So where's everybody standing when this happens?
I'm standing
Oh,
back here.
Well, I mean,
Spell back.
I have to be in this corner in order to open the
And I
door
have
with
to-
my mage hand.
And I have to
All
have
right.
line of sight in order to throw the spell.
When you mage hand the door open, we come back onto initiative on Uxryia's count, which is 24. So Merus, are you doing anything on your initiative?
Do you either of you want protection from cold?
Give McDohl protection from cold.
So my
Okay.
plan. Actually,
cold-
I'm already
Let-
resistant to cold damage.
Oh, you're already
Marty.
resistant?
Yeah, I'm a silver dragonborn.
Oh, neat.
Twink.
Fair enough.
So what's next? Merus, you're not doing anything?
No.
No, I think.
All right, McDohl, you're up.
I mean, if McDohl already has protection from cold, I'd like that too. Even though I used that spell that took me 10 minutes to cast just now, I am very low on hit points.
Actually, that's good. Did you want me to give you some hit points?
I would love some hit points.
Sure. Let me give you some hit points.
Okay, so you're using your turn to give Uxryia some hit points.
Yes.
How? Casting a spell? Using lay
Yeah,
hits?
cure wounds at level 3.
Okay.
So that is not a great roll, but 20.
All right.
Oh.